This is the Mystery Ranch Plus times Carryology Dragon backpack. I used it today. As you can see, it's been to the park. It's a beautiful day here in Korea, and it was, I don't think when they built this bag they had dad bag in mind, but I'm probably gonna tell you today it's the best dad bag that I've ever used, and I love it. This is not a review, it's a first impressions. I've only had this bag for a couple of days, but stay tuned for what you're gonna see here. So let's get into it. I'm gonna put this off to the side for a second because we have to talk about this first. Yeah. We're gonna talk about this guy first, and the reason we're gonna talk about this guy is this bag is based on this bag. This is the Mystery Ranch Scape Artist, which was a bag that came out some time ago and that has gained quite the following in this sort of enthusiast bag world. And it's a very rare Mystery Ranch bag. It's hard to find. You don't see a whole lot of them in the wild. You don't see a whole lot of them in reality. This one was graciously borrowed to me by a friend, Mo. Mo, you're the best. Thank you very much. This is the modern take on this. Now, this is not like a super old bag, so it's still quite modern, but you'll see as we go, I mean, like, you can tell right away there's a lot of inspiration in it. And then this bag, I mean, because it's so hard to find, the guys at Mystery Ranch and the guys at Carryology thought, well, let's make an updated version of it. I've heard they're doing that again soon with another bag. I'm not sure what the other bag they're doing that with. More on that later. Anyway, back to this guy. So yeah, like I said, it's a modern take on that Scape Artist bag. That bag is a very like purpose-built, intense backpack, and I'm actually going to have a full comparison between this and that in the future. I just wanted to touch on that because that is kind of where it went. I realized at some point here, this G-hook became unattached. Mr. Octopus here is my daughter's favorite kind of pillow toy thing, and when we go to the park, he must come. This is not an easy task for most backpacks, but you'll see there's a stick-it here on the front. It's called a stick-it. This stick-it does not remove, and it is one of the first things you'll notice on this bag. Now, you'll see there are some loops here that you can attach things to, like carabiners or whatever. This stick-it kind of reminds me of like the, you know, like the type you'd attach to the front of like the 3-Day Assault or the ASAP, or like those kind of bags from Mystery Ranch. This one is non-removable, so it does stuff into a little pocket right here, which I will show you in a second. Now I'm gonna kind of unpack the bag as we talk. The bag is made of two different distinct materials, and I suspect one more, although I'm not completely sure. I feel like this bottom part here is 500D Cordura. I could be wrong. The rest of the materials are, this is X50, I believe, X50 Multicam Black X-Pack material. It's got a little bit of crunch, but not too much. It's lined with that same 500D that's on the bottom. And there is some Dyneema, which you will see here, which is hella crunchy. But all fun and games until we get there. I'm gonna get rid of Mr. Octopus here because he's, well, he's there. He's there. Bye-bye, Mr. Octopus. The front of the bag looks something like this. This bag was also lent to me by Mo. Mo, again, you're the best man. I've only used this bag for a day. Literally a day. And it improved my life to use it. I love this bag. I think that definitely one that I will be trying to get. It's such a good bag, and I mean, like, that's obviously only after a day or so, so maybe my opinion will change after some time, but as it is, that's the gist of what this is all going to be about. This thing here, the stick-it, rolls up very nicely, and then it sticks in this pocket down here, which is at the like the bottom of the pack. You can just kind of jam it in there. It rolls in pretty good. I find what's good about this pocket is it's not super tight like a lot of these pockets are. It fits nicely. You can do it up. The pocket can't really be used for anything other than that. There's no real space in there. I guess you could throw your keys or something if you really wanted to, but otherwise, not a whole lot. There's a gusset here, which tends to always be fully extended, so I feel like they could have just added the material here, but again, not a big deal. This front material here is Dyneema, and I'll show you the logo. There you go. the Mystery Ranch plus Carryology in orange like it normally is. The bag is made in Vietnam if that's something that you're interested in. The Scape artist I showed earlier is made in Bozeman, Montana. Again, not a big deal for me. They both feel amazingly well built in use. Very similar to the Mystery Ranch Unicorn, which I showed on my channel before. The zipper pulls are this kind of shrink wrap with the paracord. Very nice. Reminds me a little bit of GORUCK and other bags that do a similar thing. You'll see that one of the distinct features of the Dragon, which this is called, are these big water bottle pockets. They were very useful today. I love that they're so big. Obviously, my wife decided to think that they were ugly at first, but as the day went on, she was jamming stuff in there constantly, and I believe she likes this bag better than she likes me. There is a patch field thingy up here, which you can see. I have my Jtinseoul patch up there, which I have been rocking lately. Very much enjoy it, and it's good because this is big enough. You could put as many patches as you want. Little Dyneema tag. Go around to the back of the bag quickly before we get into the internals. This is the Futura harness. The bag itself comes with a men's small medium, which is apparently good enough for people between like 5'6" to around 6 foot or 6'1". I think this would fit somebody taller. I don't know. I'm very short. I have it on the absolute shortest setting as it is, and it fits me just fine in that setting. And it was very comfortable to use. The Mystery Ranch harnesses are always great. This one has a slight kind of thing there, and I heard Mo actually got that with a chainsaw that didn't have its scabbard on, and that is very badass. Like, very badass. I will say, like, the way Mo uses his bags, this bag has held up very well. So if you're thinking this is a dainty bag, it is most definitely not. It is definitely not. It holds up very well. The back panel itself is not ventilated or anything. There is some nice padding down here, which was very comfortable in use. It did ride on my back very nicely. You can adjust this. You can adjust this system. It adjusts with like a. So you pull out this plastic thing and then you jam it down, and you can. Mystery Ranch has a thing on that, but you get what I'm saying. You can actually raise it like very high up, something like here, and then down, and then these load lifters will help you to get it, like, you know, locked in. I like this like little pinch of orange here, which is cool. Got a little bit of that Carryology going on. The sternum strap is nice. It goes up and down on this rail system. It can go like literally that whole length, so it will fit anybody, I am sure. The grab handle here is, it's very nice. I mean, like, it's very typical of Mystery Ranch's like sort of high-end. I say high-end because their normal grab handles are really like just a piece of webbing. This is about as good as a Mystery Ranch handle gets. It's just two pieces of webbing folded together, but it's, again, more than enough for me. I like the position of it. It does kind of rub against my neck a little bit today when I was walking around, but not too bad. There is a pass-through right here that goes into the bag where you can put your water stuff or whatever that may be, if that's something that appeals to you. I'm sure I'm going to miss a ton of stuff, but I will say that on the side here, there is a zippered pocket that goes all the way down to the bottom, and that is for your laptop or other items. Now, what I use it for today, and one of the reasons why I think this bag is going to be a killer diaper bag, or will be a killer diaper bag, is what I had in here is this Wire-dopp, and I had diapers, wet wipes, face rags or face things, a bib, and some socks. And what I did was today, now I just had it folded up because we were done for the day, but what I had done is I had it just kind of laying flat in here like this, which is one of the nice parts of this Wire-dopp. And I could literally just like work out of it if I needed to, diaper here or whatever, and it was great for that. One step away all the time. Sling off the shoulder, I was grabbing diapers, I was changing diapers. But anyway, that's a good feature, and it would work very well for something like a laptop. I haven't used this bag much for like daily carry, but I think it would be fine. It's 25 liters. It feels 25 liters, but it's very tall, so it'll give you a little bit of height. If you're a taller guy, it'd be fine. I'm a shorter guy, so it would feel a little bit tall on me, but I think that I like this bag so much, I would use it that way anyway, and it wouldn't bother me. This multicam might be something that's not great for some people. I don't know. I think it looks great. I love multicam black, so I'm a sucker for that. Now, in this pocket, I had a beer because my wife said I was allowed to have one beer, and that's what I did. I had one beer, and I didn't want to pollute or litter, so I just kept it in this pocket and it was there all day. In this pocket, I had a water bottle. I had a baby bottle, and you can see it was used. She was not super hungry, so it's not completely empty. Other than that, on the back here, I will show you. First, I'm gonna get rid of my hat hanging off here. I just quite literally just used this bag, and it came in and started filming this, so forgive me. On the sides here, so on each side, there are these like buttons. Like you can see, there's a button there, and that button holds back the hip belt, and the hip belt works exactly like a 3-day assault does. If you've ever used a 3-day assault, so it flips out like this, and it goes across like this. It's not something I would really need on a bag like this, but I get the feeling like Mo probably uses it if he's carrying something really heavy. I don't know, but it is there if you need it. And this pocket goes all the way up here, so if you really wanted to jam something like up in here, you could, and it would be fine for that. I'm gonna keep it jammed in there for as long as I'm using the bag, and hopefully that's a while. There are these 2 pockets in here. It's not gonna be super easy to see, but these wings have like little pockets in here. I actually don't have anything in them, but I think if I was using this on the daily, I would keep like something like AirPods or something in there if I needed them. Something I don't need like super often, but that I might need on occasion. And I'm not going to show you the other side, but it's the exact same deal on this side over here. And yeah, that's it. This one also goes all the way up to the top here. So if you want to hold something long there, you could. That's it for that. The top of the bag, one of my favorite things about, and I will show you, the bag does stand up on its own. It's not like extremely sturdy on its own, I would say, but it's good enough. So I got it to stand up all day and it didn't really bother me. There are AquaGuard zippers all over this bag, so these are number 8s, I believe, and it's a number 10 here on the main section. The AquaGuards are a little stiff, like they are on most Mystery Ranch bags. It's very rare that the Mystery Ranch bags are super smooth when it comes to this, so it's something that, you know, you kind of take the good with the bad when it comes to AquaGuard. They are good enough for me, I think. Inside this lid pocket, which is very typical of Mystery Ranch bags, I put my mask. And like, so in dad bag mode, this is kind of how I would roll. I think I would have this stuff maybe somewhere inside the bag if I was using it on like a daily carry sort of mode, but in dad bag mode it was good because I'm using the whole inside of the bag. This mesh feels amazing. It always does on Mystery Ranch bags. And then I have my sunglasses and my mask in there. And in this top pocket, I think I have my keys. Yes, I do have my keys. There's a little key lanyard here, which again, very typical for these bags. And it works perfectly fine. It worked perfectly fine today. Nothing special to report about. It's big enough for, like, you know, almost anything. Like, I'm sure my hat would have fit in there. Yeah, no problem if I wanted it to. And that's that pocket. So that's that one closed. Then we can get into the main. Okay, so the main pocket is kind of a clamshell. It's hard to like really call these bags clamshells. I don't know if they call them like beaver tails or what. I mean, it opens enough. As you can see, the zipper comes down to here. So you have like probably 20% of the volume under where the zippers are, but again, it's perfectly fine. Now, again, this one is not the smoothest zipper, but smooth enough. You kind of have to hold on. Like, there are these kind of counter force pulls here, which you use to, you know, zip the bag like smoothly, if you can see. Without them, trying to do it one hand is a little bit of one of those, but again, not so bad. So under the lid, I'll open up the lid, I'll show you what I've got packed in here. And before we get into that, there is a pocket down here, which is a mesh pocket. It's very reminiscent of like what the MPL bag from Evergoods has. And I don't have anything in there because I had it so packed out on the inside. This is called an Aggie. I have actually no idea what it's called in English. It just is like a one of those sling deals. Aggie baby sling, maybe that's what it's called. That's probably definitely what it's called, honestly. I've been using this lately and really liking it. This is the Dadsfanny, and basically what I did was, this is Korea. So before anybody has a heart attack in Korea, you can kind of like leave your bag and go 10 meters one direction or the other, and it'll be perfectly safe. So what I did was I carried this around when I was just kind of walking around with my baby, and my wife was nearby this bag and just chilling out. So yeah, this has been great. I mean, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but it's been like a very cool accessory to me, and I do have a full review of it coming out. Dadsfanny. In here, I have this able carry cooler. Inside this cooler, originally, I mean, right now there's, I believe, there's a water in there, but originally what was in here was that bottle and my beer bottle. Very easy to see, very nice product, something I'm using all the time these days with almost every bag I use, just because of the baby stuff. Now we're on the inside of the bag. You can see that Wire-dopp is up here. I'll just take that out so that you're not staring at it, and you can see inside the bag. There is the laptop compartment back here. It is raised up off the bottom, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's padded on the front, not padded on the sides, but good enough for like any laptop. You'd be completely fine. There's some pals webbing here, which you can see. You could attach something onto it. I have one of those Philip Roboke things, and I probably would have it here, the organizer, but I don't think I need it for my daily carry. There are these two wing pockets, which you could use for something like a bottle, like if you wanted to. I didn't tend to use them. I think on in a daily carry mode, I would probably use them for like a pouch or a jacket or something, but they just kind of fold away if you don't need them. Mystery Ranch is very cool about doing this. So they have their little tag thing which says like who made the bag, and it's not focusing very well, but you get the point. Who made the bag and all that kind of stuff. Very cool there. Top here has two mesh pockets, which again, very typical of Mystery Ranch. You can pass through the back here, so if you want something that goes all the way here and can tuck up behind here, that works perfectly fine. Doesn't go all the way up the top, but it doesn't go out the top, but it goes up to the top. These pockets, I didn't use them today. Again, something I'd probably use in daily carry mode. Probably my mask or something would be in there, but I'm not using it for what I was using this bag for this afternoon. That is basically it for my first impressions of the Dragon. So, as I mentioned, there's a review that's going to be coming out soon, but this is bothering me. My photography mind thinks there needs to be something over here to balance out the frame. There we go. Now we're looking good. I will say, I think that this was one of the, like quite honestly, this is one that never caught my eye. I saw the Dragon tons of times. I never thought I wanted one. I never thought, why would I want, I never thought that I would want to buy one. I never thought I'd be in search of one. And I used it, and I think the dad bag boy in me pretty much needs one now. So, yeah, that's kind of how it goes. And this is a lovely bag. Like really, I only carried it today and I already feel some kind of kinship with it because it just kind of did everything I needed to do. It's like a tool, like a utility tool. Now I'm sure that is like even more so on the Scape artist in a lot of ways, because this has like a little bit of modern comfort travel sort of vibe compared to that one. That one is like in the woods, intense kind of stuff. But this one can handle that too, as you can see. The Dyneema, some people have asked me how is the Dyneema held up. I mean, I can't speak to like how this got worn, but what I will say is, to me, it looks perfectly fine. And I think this bag would stand up to a lot of abuse, a lot. And yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions about this particular bag or any other bags you see on the channel, feel free to let me know. Have a good rest of your weekend, kids. Talk soon. Bye-bye.